Hey everyone, hope you are doing good. Welcome to another video by Pythonpool. In this video, we'll be designing a Python program to test our typing speed. We'll be designing a simple application in which we'll be entering the word, given random word, and it will also show us the time which took to enter and submit the word. So let's see the demo program. We'll be designing a program something like this, in which this Python word would be random. So let's enter Python. When we enter Python and click check result button, it will show us the time we took to submit our word. And once we click try again, this word will be changed, and when we enter the word, we'll see how much time it took to type it and submit it, and again it will change the word. Like this time coding, check result. Okay, so we'll be designing something like this one. So let's head over to our code. Let's create a file. I'll name it practice.py. Okay, so we'll be designing our GUI with the tkinter module, a timer function which will record the timer, how much time we took to submit our word will be present in the timeIt module, and we'll be using random module to randomly access the words from the given list of words. So let's import that modules. So import tkinter first, import tkinter as tk, and once we are done with this, from tkinter import star, and from timeIt we only need one function, so import that default timer function, and let's make it short as timer. Okay, and we also import the random. So we'll be using these three modules for our application. So once we are done with the importing, let's design the GUI. So create a variable root which will create an instance in the interpreter, and once we created the instance, we need to terminate the instance by root dot main loop. And once we are done with that, we need to set the geometry of our tkinter window and title of our window. So let's create that one, root.geometry. Let's keep it as 450 cross 200 because we don't want much stuff in our tkinter video. So let's make our window short. So we decided geometry, we need to decide its title. In title you could give anything, like I'll give simple speed tester, speed checker. Okay, so our GUI window, let's see how our GUI window looks. Let's create Python practice.py. Okay, so this would be our GUI window. All our front-end stuff will reside in this window. One more thing, today I'm not going to use grid function for our front-end stuff. We'll be using place function. We'll see something new. So let's see how we use place function to place our widgets inside this window. And as usual, we'll use create widget function to create our widgets, front-end stuffs. So let's call it here, and if we call it, we need to define it, right? So let's define it here, def create widgets. First of all, let's create a list which will create some words. So let's create that list. Let's add programming in there, let's add Python there, let's add tkinter, let's add coding. You can add more, you could add something different, you could add anything the way you like. Okay, so we defined the list. We need to fetch single word from this list. For that we'll use random module. So word equals to random dot choice, and choice from where? From the words list. And once we are done, okay, we'll declare this word variable as a global variable because we'll be using this word variable in various functions. So let's declare it as word global word. So global word. And once we are done with this fetching the word, we'll start with the timer. So let's create a start timer instance. So this start variable will store the timer from where we need to enter our word. So when we start entering our word, this start variable will count the timer. And once we are done with this simple logic, let's create our all the front end stuff and widgets. First of all, we need a label for the word. So word label. Word label should be a label. Label to where? Label to root, and should have text. Text should be equals to word because we want this word to be displayed here. So text should be equals to word. And we define the label, we need to place that. For today we'll be using place function for that. So place it, we'll be giving x and y coordinates for our widgets to be placed. So let's see, I give 180 as a x coordinate and 10 as a y coordinate. Let's give it right now this thing, and let's see how it looks. Okay, it looks fine, right? 180 from the x-axis and 10 from the y-axis. It looks fine. Perfect. Let's define another label which will tell user that hey, you need to enter the word here. Let's create a text label. Let's name it as text label. Let's write the text. Write your own word here. Yeah, write your word here. Okay, so we need to now place this label. Let's text label dot place. X coordinate will be giving something around 20, and y coordinate would be, I'll give 50. Let's see how it looks. Perfect. So now we need an entry box here to enter that word, this word. We need to have an entry box, and we need to have two buttons to check the result and to try again. Okay, so let's create that stuffs. Let's create a text box variable for entry box. It is an entry point, of course, entry point to root, and should have width something around, I'll give 45. Okay, and should have a text variable because we need this entry point further. So should have a text variable. I'll give the text variable name as user word. Okay, once we define this, we need to place this. So text box dot place, x-axis should be on same 20, no, not same, should have greater padding from the x-axis. So let's give 160, and y should be same, but text box is slightly smaller than the label, so I'll give 55 here. And once we are done with that one, let's create a button. So I'll create a check result button. Check result button. Button should have button to where? Button to root. Should have a text. Text I give check your result or check result. Yeah, once we give the text, we need to give it width. I'll give 15, and as usual commands. Let's make it empty right now because we don't have a function for this button. And once we are done with the button, we need to place that button. Check result dot place. Let's place it x equals to 120 because we want to place it something before the text entry. So x 120 and y should be around 100. Perfect. And once we created this button, we need another button for the try again. So control C this one, control V here. Let's change this text. Let's change it as try again. change this text to try again. Should have changed this text as try again, and should have mixed with. Okay, so it should have been placed something, I don't know, give it 160 and the same line. Let's see how it looks. Okay, user word is not defined. Okay, so we need to define the type of this user word. Okay, so user word should be of string var as usual. We're calling this string var function here, and once we run this, string var is not defined. Why? Okay, v should be capital. And once we run this one, okay, we need slight, it's overlapping, so we need to push it slightly rightwards. Let's give it 200. Let's see how it looks now. No, something more than that. Let's give it 230. Something more than that too. Let's give it 250. Let's see how it looks. Perfect. So our GUI, our widget are perfectly aligned. Now we'll work with the logic, and once again we need a timer, so we need a label to display that timer. Okay, let's create that function. I'll name the result function as the result and try again function as try again. So let's create first result function, def result. Okay, what it will have, first it will check the condition that if the user with the word user entered matches with the word, actual word, if it matches with that one, then print the timer one, otherwise print that your answer is wrong. Why would you like to print the timer that then? So let's check that one. If user word, remember our all the variables, all the entry points are stored in this variable user word. So user word dot get, if it matches with the word, if it matches, then terminate that timer instance. Let's terminate that one in end variable. And what will be our timer difference? That will be stored in the s, and it will end minus start. Okay, this would be our timer difference. Perfect. When we got the result, okay, start, and when we got the result, we need to show that result. So result label, result label, create one more label to where, label to root, and should have text should be what? Text should be res, that is result, and we need to place this label too. So result label dot place, x-axis should be, let's give 50, and y should be, let's give 145. Perfect. And if user enters the wrong word, so what will happen if it enters the wrong word? We'll simply print this label. I'll print wrong answer, control V, and here text would be wrong answer, your wrong spelling. Both are correct, depends on you. Okay, and let's give the command here. Let's give result here, and let's run our program. Let's see how it looks. Okay, programming, check the result. Start is not defined. Why? Start is not defined. Okay, if we are using start here, we need to show it globally. We need to declare it globally. Okay, so global start, we need to declare it globally, and then we can use it anywhere. So let's run our program once again. Let's enter coding here, check the result, and it shows the result. Perfect. Now what we need to activate this try again button. So once we click this button, our text would be changed, our timer would be disappeared, and once we enter the text again and submit it, the timer would be displayed again. Okay, for that one I'll be creating try again function. So let's create that function, def try again, let's say. Okay, we need result label here, so let's declare this result label as global. So global result label, let's declare it as label. And remember, we declared this word label, we also want this word label to be blanked. Once user clicks this text try again button, we want this to be blank, and then next word would be inserted in this label. So we also want this word label to be as global word label. And once we are done with that, let's use them here. So how we would change the text? So word label, we'll use configure function for that one. So word label dot configure, and configure what? Configure the text should be blank, and same with the result label too. So let's copy this one, let's paste it here, move this space, result label. Okay, and once these both are empty, I need to call the create widget function once again, so new widgets will be created. Let's see if it works. Let's give the command try again here. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, we need to give the command here, try again. Okay, we need to type programming here. Check the result is being displayed. Let's try it again. Okay, write coding here, check the result is displayed. Perfect, our program is working perfectly fine. Let's write coding once again. Let's try it again with T enter. You could see some words are repeating once again and again because we have this list. This list is very short. You need to add some items in this list as you want. It depends on you. So with this we conclude today's video. I hope you understood all the steps. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.